What's up, Battle Buddies? You've seen that we've gone on the Studio Tram Tour at Universal Studios Hollywood. We're right down the road at the Warner Brothers Studios Tour, where we are taking on the backlots of our most iconic scenes and filming spots from our favorite movies and shows. I'm so excited.
Come with us as we get to explore the backlot tour, get to see some props and some costumes, and have lunch. We'll explain that later.
Action! Some movies and TV shows that are created by Warner Brothers, such as Christmas of the Cranks, Wanda at Large, Norbit, The Meg 2, Ben 10 Race Against Time, Annabelle, The Conjuring, and Rent.
And some animations include Batman Beyond, Looney Tunes, Jackie Chan Adventures, Teen Titans Go the movie, and my favorite, Mucha Lucha. Another one of my favorites, Static Shock. And of course, can't forget Scoob. And a music video that lives rent-free in our heads. LMFAO Party Rock Anthem was also filmed on the backlot of Warner Brothers. There is a slice of pie for everyone here. And speaking of pie, this also segues us into American Pie. Not filmed in the Warner Brothers tour, but Warner Brothers and Universal would use each other's filming studios from time to time. Warner Brothers also serves as the distribution for overseas animations and English translations for popular animes such as Yu-Gi-Oh!, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, and distribution deals with Studio Ghibli, a Japanese animation studio in Japan responsible for making iconic films like Spirited Away, which won the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature in 2003, and many, many more awards.
When you go onto the website, it can be a little confusing and overwhelming on which ticket option to buy. As of filming today, there are 2 additional tours that are specific to a movie time or theme. You have Pee-wee's Big Adventure and a classic film tour, which are their own category. For the Warner Brothers specific tours, you have 3 options. The studio tour, which gets you 1-hour guided tour of the backlot and behind the scenes, no more, no less. The Studio Tour Plus, which is the one we did, gets you a 2-hour guided tour along with a complimentary snack and drinks upon arrival and a free lunch voucher consisting of a snack, drink, and entree at the Friends Central Perk Cafe, along with more behind-the-scenes perks. And finally, the Deluxe Tour, which gets you a 3-hour guided tour, complimentary snacks and drinks upon arrival, a complimentary fancy lunch in a separate dining room at the commissary, and a free drink and snack item at Central Perk Cafe, plus more behind the scenes and exclusive visit inside the property department and costuming building.
We know the website says 2-hour self-guided tour, but there are actually 2 self-guided tours, one in the Friends Cafe and another right before the gift shop. We spent about 5 hours total on both self-guided tours, but be mindful, the self-guided tour and gift shop close at 7 p.m., with the last studio tour ending at 3:30.
When you first enter your time slot, you are walked into a private building along with the rest of the guests on your tour. Here's where you'll be provided the snacks along with pastries and chips with beverages as well, such as coffee, tea, and sodas.
What we did, we took an extra water for the remainder of the tour. This little snack break lasted about 30 minutes, and then that led us right into another private room where we watched a small 10-minute clip of Warner Brothers.
Where here they'll show you a little bit about the history of Warner Brothers.
Left 133, these are editing facilities, the actors, writers.
Around your tour, your guide will give you some interesting information about the backlot and sometimes let you off the tram in order to get some great photo opportunities. Some interesting information such as this wall, which at face value looks to be just a blank wall with terrible paint on it. However, if you look in the lens of your phone, which would be the same as a camera, it'll show you the 2-dimensional and how it looks larger and more in-depth than with your eye. In some television shows and major productions, once they hit 10 years, they receive a plaque on their filming stage, such as Big Bang Theory at stage 25. And next, we got a look inside the construction building, which they were actively building new sets and new props to go into some new productions coming up.
One of our stops was at the property department, where we got to see some props. We were not allowed to film or take photos of props that were labeled and marked for production.
This building holds some of your rarest and weirdest props from some older movies and shows and other productions. This is where people can come in and hold items for their upcoming projects, such as this tiger, which we saw a photo that was used in the movie The Hangover.
Or like this squirrel from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Don't touch that squirrel's nuts. It'll make him crazy.
I'll have you.
They also had a presidential section, which represents the Oval Office where you could take photos behind the desk.
I found the podium and I felt like I had something to say, but nobody was listening. There are some very expensive props that these film studios rent out, such as this item, which is $395 a week, and it is valued at over $18,000. There are some more props here, like the Game of Thrones chair.
We haven't watched Game of Thrones, but let us know in the comments if it's worth watching. There were so many odd and end pieces that you can use to really liven up your set, such as chandeliers, mirrors, and even some prop food.
And this Warner Brothers logo is the same logo that can be seen from Universal Studios on the upper lot.
Just like knowing like, oh my god, we're gonna be walking on the same grounds that like the cast of Friends walked, the cast of The Big Bang Theory walked, and it was just like at Universal, knowing like The Grinch was filmed there with Jim Carrey, so it was just so emotional. I didn't cry or anything, but it was just like choking me up, obviously. And then we got to go into the Ellen stage, which is labeled the Ellen stage because once again, she hosted her show here for more than 10 years, but is now being hosted by Jennifer Hudson for her daytime talk show.
Our tour guide also gave us an inside scoop of how some of these productions work, such as the microphones at the very top of the ceiling. There's hundreds of them. This records the live reactions of the audience.
They even have a VIP lounge for some of the daytime show guests.
There's also a World War II memorial wall right here on the back lot.
Fun fact about the Warner Brothers Studio Tour backlot is there is no Building 13, as they've seen it as to be an unlucky number.
Here at Stage 15 is where Warner Brothers produces the animations. One of our favorites, Animaniacs, was created here, along with Looney Tunes. I was joking with Brianna that we were the annoying group, as we had to make a pit stop at the Friends filming stage.
You can't visit the Warner Brothers Studio Tour as a Friends fan without checking out the Friends stage at Stage 24.
We didn't get a chance to stop at the back alley, but we were able to take photos, and this is where the iconic kissing scene from Spider-Man happened with Kirsten Dunst.
You have a knack for getting in trouble.
You have a knack for saving my life. I think I have a superhero stalker.
I was in the neighborhood.
You are amazing.
Some people don't think so.
Yeah, that's enough of that.
Your tour guide will take you into a makeshift jungle area where many films were filmed here, such as the Annabelle creation, and including this backlot area where the Jurassic Park Jeep chase scene occurred. And yet another one out there for our Friends fans like me. This is the Geller's house.
Regardless of the tour that you picked, you will still get to see iconic sets on your guided tour. And after your guided tour ends, you will get dropped off with everyone else at the Central Perk Cafe for shopping or dining at your leisure, and then enter the first self-guided area to see some props located in the same building where the Friends Cafe is. This is pretty much where any extra perks of the elevated tickets also drop off, so we all become the same.
Ready?
Yeah, that's the stuff. Do we dare? We dare.
So something I've noticed, we are finally off of the main tour and we are on our self-guided tour where you can have lunch with our lanyards. This is giving me the vibe of when we did the Friends experience that travels, and we did it in Dallas, where it has little props and it's the gift shop at the end. So really fun. I need a name tag that says this, because when we were in Puerto Rico, we were waiting for hours in a hospital room, and there was some random person coming in to do like interviews. I don't know what they were even there for, but they were trying to get everyone's name.
Like a survey.
A survey, yeah. And so me and Luis were like, let's give fake names. And so I said, my name is Regina Phalange. And she's like, oh, okay, how do you spell that? And Luis was Dwight Schrute. As much as I wanted to be Rachel so bad, I've taken so many tests and it always told me I was a Monica. So there's that. I'm in my apartment. This is the outfit that Monica was wearing when she went up to sing, and everyone was cheering for her, and she thought it was because everyone loved her singing, and it was because the bright lights on stage made her shirt see-through. So everyone was cheering for her. My dream right now.
Hey, it's my studio.
So we got the Warner Brothers Plus tour, which includes lunch vouchers for the Central Perk little cafe here. Now you can come in and buy each thing individually, but with ours we get a little thing on the bottom of our lanyard that you pull off, and it gives you a voucher for 1 free entree, 1 free side, and 1 beverage. That does include these specialty drinks like the Joey, which Aaliyah got, which is a mango cold brew tea, and it's delicious. And even their specialty lemonades, which I got the Big Apple, which is a green apple lemonade, and all of the flavors, like Luis got the Monica, which is a cold brew. So hot foods, cold sub lunches, and even desserts as your options. So it's a pretty good deal. This was over $120 worth of food for the 4 of us, because we have our sister-in-law here visiting with us. And now our food's ready. Okay. You get to sit anywhere in this area. There are different tables, seating. People are sitting on couches, which are part of the props. So you can eat in Joey and Chandler's apartment if you wish. You can even eat in Central Perk itself on like the iconic couch, or in Monica's apartment, but use the coaster because we already know Monica does not like water rings. We are eating in Monica's kitchen because that is where Monica would want us to eat, respectfully. Yes, use a coaster. Overall, the food is more theming wise, obviously, than there for flavor. I think the best looking and the best tasting item was probably the sandwich Luis got, and he'll be able to explain that. I just got one of the Joey special pizzas, basically. Just a little personal pan pizza. It's very cafeteria-esque food. Not the best flavor, but actually better than some other pizzas that we have had in other locations. The cupcake I had to get some sort of dessert item from the dessert case at Central Perk, and I chose the red velvet cupcake per request of our cashier. She said that was her favorite. The flavors were really good. However, because it's in a refrigerated case, it was a little harder and dry than I prefer for a cupcake. But you're here more for the experience than the flavor of the food. The drinks, though, I think is where they really ace. I got the Big Apple, which is a green apple lemonade. It is so light and refreshing with just like a hint of apple. It is delicious. It kind of reminds me of some of the drinks we tried at Cosmix. those fun, fruity, different flavored drinks, I would definitely get this again. The drink, I'm giving a 5 out of 5. Food, I would say a 3 out of 5. Not the best, but I'm full. I'm full and I'm happy because I got to eat in Monica's apartment. So
I got the Joey special drink, which is a mango cold brew tea. It's really good. I really like tea, and I love mango. 5. I got the turkey cheddar sandwich. That was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. I give that like a 5. I loved it. Even though it was simple, it was delicious.
And I know this isn't a food review type of video. This is a Warner Brothers studio tour. Just Friends just happens to be a part of it. What our tour guide told us is that 90% of people come to this tour from around the world to see Friends and Gilmore Girls. I know nothing about Gilmore Girls. I know a little bit about Friends because of Brianna, but this is a huge franchise, and I'm here for it. I got the turkey and Canadian bacon sandwich, which if you like pastrami or you like a Reuben, that tastes just like that, and it's a hot sub, or it's a hot sandwich. It was kind of hard to understand how this Plus Pass works with the meal voucher. It doesn't really say what you can and can't get. It just says, it's very vague. It says an entree, a snack item, and a drink. And it makes you think like, well, am I limited to just a certain select food groups? You know what I mean, right? Mm-hmm. But it wasn't. I mean, it's pretty broad. You can get basically almost anything. I mean, which we've showed you in our video here. So yeah, so back to the turkey and Canadian bacon. If you like pastrami or a Reuben, that tastes just like that.
Canadian bacon or candied bacon?
Candied bacon. If you like pastrami or Reubens, that tastes similar to that. And with the candied bacon, so good. The bread was nice and buttery. It's crispy on the outside too, and kind of candied. I think from the bacon, the candied bacon, I liked it. I'm gonna give that a 5 out of 5. Gotta close that fridge. Monica will get mad. And then my sister and I both got the Monica, which is mocha cold brew, and it is actually pretty freaking good. I'll give that one a 5 out of 5 too. It's not too sweet. It's actually not really sweet. It's just the sweetness from the mocha syrup. It's perfect. I like it. What better way to drink Monica's drink than in here? So yeah, 5 out of 5. Oh my gosh, and the dessert, I got the cannoli. There's not much to talk about that. I'll give that like a 2 out of 5. I got the chocolate cannoli. It was just really hard. It was hard. It was cold. It doesn't remind me of the cannolis that we got from Carlos Bakery, where the cannoli was crispy and crunchy and kind of like a chip. Like help me out here. Like, you know, the shell, like a wafer shell. Mm-hmm. It's like a wafer shell, like from the ice cream, where it's nice and crispy and crunchy. This one was like hard. It could be because it was coated in chocolate, but that's my fault because I picked that. I don't know. Maybe the vanilla one might be better, but 2 out of 5. To the entrance, we see Selena, right? A picture of Selena. It's not Selena, it's Jennifer Lopez. Either way, it's hard to mistake them two for one another because she did so well playing Selena. You can barely tell the difference, but honestly, really good movie. So these are all the unused scripts, otherwise known as scripts that get tossed that aren't used. Or manuscripts. Crazy to know like how much work goes into making these scripts just for them to get tossed. All that work.
And how different the shows end up. Every time they write it, major changes happen in the shows. Characters are added, characters are deleted.
Space Jam. I remember like seeing that, like a crossover with like the cartoons, like Looney Tunes and stuff. That was like something crazy for the 90s.
And it had some of the best music scores in it too. Like just the music, and it was
different. You didn't really see that other than Flubber. I don't know if Flubber came before this or after.
I don't
But like
know.
to see like not virtual alternate reality, right? Where you bring in like cartoon characters into real life.
CGI?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I love seeing the Looney Tunes. It was so like different.
I was telling Brianna, I thought we're done with this Friends thing. It's still going.
I love it though. It's the iconic, the actual couch.
That's actual couch.
The actual couch.
Aaliyah said from the camera to the camera
To the camera.
to the other camera.
To your TV.
One more. Now this camera smile over here.
That's my spot. I had to.
Big smiles for me over here. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. One more time. 3, 2.
I can't do that.
Give me one peace sign.
Okay.
They mean the same thing. Oh, that's cool. Double. Wow. Wow.
Gotta say, they make fun of me because I can never do that.
Honestly.
Penny, 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 penny.
It looks like you would come into this line here so you can get a photo/video done in the green screen sections of either Harry Potter or Batman or whatnot. You would get that photo done, get a little pass, and you would take it up here so that you can pay for it. And yeah, I'm excited to do this one. I get to fly. So this Foley stuff is right up my alley. I actually did a video,
A project, yeah.
or a project. So I went to school for music production at Full Sail University in Central Florida. It was online. And I had this one project where I had to recreate Foley, add the music with my own instruments at the house, whether it be with a couch or paper, whatever. I had to come up with those sounds. And it was really fun, and it was interesting how you can make a movie really come to life and get those enriched sounds, because when you're filming, you can't hear everything, right? You would have to have a microphone placed everywhere, and that would just ruin the picture. So Foley and all that's added after the fact, so in post-production. And we'll insert a little clip here of the little commercial that I had to do for my school, and even one for Angry Birds, which was a project that I chose. So we'll insert that in here somewhere.
I want to move without pain, so I can hike any distance. So I can climb any mountain I see. So I can ski down any hill I want. Joint pain can make it hard. But because of Blue Cure, I can.
Enjoy. Just Foley really brings the animations and videos to life. It creates that depth. Oh, this is where you can record yourself.
The newly recorded dialogue is then edited, placed, and mixed into the final soundtrack for a television show or feature film.
Oh, I see you're a Harry Potter fan. Great choice. All right, when it's time to record, you're going to hear some countdown beeps, and your script will appear at the bottom of the screen. Just read along with the script. You're going to do great.
Happy Christmas, Harry. Happy Christmas, Ron. What are you wearing?
Oh, Mum made it.
Looks like you've got one too. I've got presents. Yeah.
Okay, picture is up.
I'm gonna mess
Get
this
ready
up.
to record.
Happy Christmas, Harry.
Happy Christmas, Ron. What are you wearing?
Oh, Mum made it.
Looks like you've got one too.
I've got presents.
Yeah.
Oh.
Happy Christmas, Harry.
Happy Christmas, Ron. What are you wearing?
Oh, Mum made it. Looks like you've got one too.
I've got presents.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, you try.
Happy Christmas, Harry.
Happy Christmas, Ron. What are you wearing?
Oh, Mum made it. Looks like you've got one too.
I've got presents.
Yeah.
You forgot to add the laugh.
Happy Christmas, Harry.
Happy Christmas, Ron. What are you wearing?
Oh, Mum made it. Looks like you've got one too.
I've got presents.
Yeah.
You almost sound just like him. I couldn't tell a difference.
Aaliyah did good. That sounded like...
Except your goofy laugh at the end.
Because Aaliyah didn't want to laugh.
Because I didn't hear that. You laughed and I didn't hear that. Oh my god, she sounded just like it was dead on.
So one thing that really confused me was once you're done with the actual studio tour and you come into the friends location where you can have lunch, there's a section here where you can get to see like little movie props, some stuff like that. You can take photos from the sets from Friends and stuff like that in Big Bang Theory. I thought everything was in here, including the costumes and everything else from the movies. This is really small. It took us about a good hour to get it done. We were taking our time too. But there's a whole nother part to this. So we still have to get on a tram, go see the water fountain where Friends was. The Friends scene with the water fountain. And then after that, there's a whole nother building with costumes and stuff.
And more of the Harry Potter stuff.
I thought everything was in here. Like, we watched other videos to see kind of like the layout, and it didn't fully make sense to me. But now, being here, it makes sense. There's a lot to do here. There's 3 different freaking buildings. We'll break it down at the end of the video. Wow.
So don't be like us, where we were just so excited to go grab lunch, go eat, and then go into the prop section that we were just in, because there's no food and drink allowed. We recommend going in there first, getting all that done, and then getting your lunch, because then you can take your drinks and snacks with you on the tram to finish off the rest of it, because we had to throw away part of our drinks because we couldn't take them in with us. So learn by our mistakes.
Once you're done with the Friends Fountain photo op, you hop onto the last tram, which takes you to the last and final self-guided area with way more props than the first area, which also leads you into the gift shop.
We need to see if Karen Studios has it.
Hermione and Harry.
Uh-oh. There's no Ron here.
Aquaman.
Why say it like that?
That's how Johnny Depp said it.
I remember. Hold on, I remember this one, Mr. Freeze. He was the one with Jim Carrey, right? With the Riddler. That's when Jim Carrey was the Riddler.
Batman and Robin for 97, yeah.
1997.
That's not the one with Batman Forever is the one with the Riddler.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes I wonder why they make the outfit of the characters look clean, even though sometimes the character in the film already gets them dirty.
I'm not a super huge fan of DC. I was as a child. I was a big fan of Superman, but as I grew older, I grew up and like as I grew older, I enjoyed Marvel more. But just DC is just that darker side of comics and animation and acting. It's good, but in my opinion, Marvel is bad. You have the Daily Planet, then you have the Daily Bugle. Like there's a lot of like similarities between DC and Marvel.
Let us know in the comments which is your favorite. Are you Team Daily Planet or Team Daily Bugle?
Oh my goodness, I remember when this movie came out, Batman versus Superman.
That was a huge box office.
But one thing that really like didn't make sense to me, Batman is like us, just a human. Superman is not. Superman is superhuman. So how did Batman manage to fight off Superman and continue like to keep that battle up, right? If it were like me fighting Superman, I'd be dead like within seconds. He'd just flick me and I would die. Batman's just a human. How did he not die?
He has a lot of gadgets.
But he like his punches affected Superman. And then of course he had to do this and get the kryptonite in there to weaken him, but it's just something that threw me off. I don't know, you tell me. Aquaman. I'm too brown to be Aquaman. Brianna said I'm Neymar.
I didn't say that.
So look at all these Batmans. Look at this one. Justice League by Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck. But look how big it is. Like, and then you see. For Robert Pattinson, I feel like he could have done Batman Beyond because he's a smaller frame, much younger. I feel like Batman Beyond would have really fit him.
His suit is just really different too. It's more like armor over pants instead of like an actual suit.
Yeah. It's a mooncalf. Those mooncalves kind of look like the mooncalves from Legacy, especially when you feed them the snacks, the treats.
Yeah, and they just start flying.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Oh, new setting?
Uh-oh. Oh, whoa. Uh-oh.
Right there.
The rare alchemy. His favorite snack is a cockroach. That's kind of weird. cockroach for such a regal animal.
They had to create this just to make his acting a little bit easier because...
Well, he was a child at the time.
Yeah, so talking to a tennis ball.
It was weird. So he would rehearse talking to this prop, and then when it was go time to film, they used the tennis ball.
He'll picture this while...
And then...
Why does it feel like his eyes would move though? Oh my god.
Well, yeah, it does look like it would move. And then with post-production, they would alter that. Yeah. What do you say? What's the code?
I solemnly swear I'm up to no good.
Oh, there you go. I was quizzing you. What's the code for the Marauders map?
Mischief managed?
Well, to open it, to use it.
I solemnly swear I'm up to no good.
Oh. Okay.
Are you testing? We'll add it to your cauldron. Add one. Bezor, so that one.
Okay,
Push the button. Okay. Add a dash of standard ingredient.
Standard ingredient.
Add powdered unicorn horn. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Touch the ingredient. Touch the wand below. This is how you stir it.
Oh, you stir it with the wand.
Yeah, you don't physically stir it. You touch this. This would be my class. If I actually went
I love potion class.
If I went to Hogwarts, I swear I would be in potion class.
So I remember when I was a child, the Scholastic Book Fair would come around every so often, and they were limited with stuff, right? So anyway, if you wanted specific stuff, they would have like a magazine or a little pamphlet. I saw a Harry Potter potion set. I ordered it. It was like $5 at the time. I was so excited. So when it finally came in, when I went home after school, I went ahead and unboxed the whole thing. I was making potions and just making a mess. I felt like I was a wizard. And so this childhood, man, that was just crazy. And now to see that, just the full immersiveness of this and just how big the franchise has grown is freaking awesome.
You're a wizard, Louie.
Ah, shrewd and sharp. Slithery!
That's crazy.
Hidden in your head, the sorting hat can't see. So try me on, and I will tell you where you ought to be. Brave at heart, daring, better be Gryffindor!
I didn't get Ravenclaw. I got Gryffindor, but whenever we did the test, it was always between Gryffindor and Ravenclaw where it was the closest. But Ravenclaw always like superseded it by percentage. It's pretty close. It got Aaliyah. Aaliyah's Ravenclaw, or Aaliyah's Slytherin, and it got her like this. I don't know.
There's nothing here.
I guess it's the time of day, maybe, but it's kind of accurate.
That's actually impressive.
I want to thank you for 500 subscribers. Too many more.
Warner Bros. Studios.
That might be the only one. Or there's this one. This one.
Oh.
This is like a canvas though. All of the Harry Potter 8 film series plus the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. All in one little pack. Not a bad deal. That's less than $10 a movie.
Damn.
If you look at it that way. And then my favorite horror film probably, besides like the Annabelle and the Conjuring series. Nightmare on Elm Street is my favorite, and it has all of them.
How much is this one? Oh, 69, 70.
70 bucks, 10 bucks a film. So if you look at it that way, like how much per film, it's not bad.
We're gonna have to get this. That's so cool. That's like so iconic for this place. 49 bucks. Well, and if you go to the cashier to check out, there are more magnets if you collect those, like we do. Way more, actually.
Here, lift it.
Uh-oh. What's it do? Oh! It vibrates and everything. That freaked me out. Hey, get back in there, you.
Well, now it won't stop. It's not stopping now. Okay, don't look at the price because the price is just outrageous. 90. But look at these bookends. I am all about looking for like cute little props for our backdrop when we actually get a house set up and have where we film like all of our things. That's really cool.
Look at the Death Eater shirt.
I know.
How much is that?
Aaliyah, you're not a Death Eater, you're an Or now.
Oh yeah, I switched to the good side.
You fake.
The good place.
Well, it doesn't sound awesome. $69.95.
Okay.
About average for all Spirit jerseys.
The Death Eater mask. The goblets.
Oh,
How much is
$42.
Does it feel legit? Like pretty good quality?
This is a heavy.
This is more. This is $44.
For a candle?
Oh, yeah, this is not too bad, yeah.
Like, I wouldn't drink out of it, but I mean...
I would.
You pay that much money for it, you do you, but wow. That is sick.
Oh, Deathly Hollow Sky?
Yeah, I don't know, can you see it with the lighting?
I can see it, yeah.
That is like so subtle, but for those who know, no. Like, just have your wand in your coat ready to, at the
ready.
At the ready. Like, never know when it's gonna pop off. Like the Hufflepuff one.
Shirt looks nice.
It has the notes on it. This is green apple, jasmine, chamomile, fern leaves, honey, dandelions. It's much more of a sweeter undertone than what ours was. Let's go see what ours was.
Lucius, Malfoy's wand, we have Hagrid's wand, we have Dumbledore's chalice, we have Fox, the Deluminator. If you want to see any of the other ones, I can always get them.
Oh no, that's okay. I was just... You can probably look at it on the other side.
Oh, it's like it looks like a one. And then these are just like props basically, right? Just to have.
That's beautiful.
Look at that.
That's the Locket of Slytherin.
It has the snake and all. Oh my god, that is beautiful.
Yeah, but this won't work at the Wizarding World. Yeah.
These are pure collective ones, but that is
beautiful. Well done.
I would love to like have it as
the box alone is like beautiful. Okay, the Slytherin one is like gorgeous, but
this one's really cool.
Ravenclaw
of Gryffindor's.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, but the Slytherin one is gorgeous. It's unique.
Oh,
wow.
Bowtruckle wand.
Yeah, this is a Bowtruckle. These are some of the most unique wands. Oh, Aaliyah, let me see that. Yeah, look at this. The dark art. That is...
Here's the Death Eater.
That's cool.
Okay.
It's also really
look at the Death Eater one.
And so she said you can get them engraved, personalized, with your name, whatever, for $10 if it has a smooth surface. So this kind would not be able to get engraved, but any part that has like a smooth surface like this looks like it could be engraved. That is gorgeous. And the front just has the Hogwarts logo.
Let's go. We were saying we were watching the Harry Potter baking championship, and it was really good.
Yes.
I mean, everyone's so talented, but the winner got a
feature in the book.
Yeah, would be featured in the book. A recipe of theirs would be featured in the book.
Recipes by. Oh, look!
That's right. They were the winners, right?
Yeah. Great show though, and it shows just their moments and all the other
competitors.
Competitors.
Yeah.
All of, oh my god.
It was fun. It was intense. You said this one. This one's sick.
This is the one I've been eyeing forever.
And then flipped to the front.
Insane. Just insane. It's amazing. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching our video. That is it for our day. We have officially been here since 10 o'clock, so 7 hours. We basically worked a full day here. I think this tour is 100% worth it. There's 3 different packages you could get. We got the middle package, the plus, where you get a lunch voucher included. The one above ours was the deluxe, which you get like a special commissary lunch, like a fancier one. I think the middle one that we got, the plus, was perfect. Exactly what we needed. You got an hour longer on the back lot to see whatever you wanted to see. And if you are a Friends lover, that is your favorite show like mine, this is a must-do. Anything you could imagine for Friends is here, plus every other show that you might love on Warner Brothers, and even some not on Warner Brothers, because they share all the little filming companies, they share locations and film spots. So if you're into movies and your favorite sitcoms, this is a must-do when you're in LA.
What our tour guide kept saying was, if there's anything you're gonna take away from this place, is that nothing here is real. Everything's fake. By that, everything's, you know, in movies it's all props.
It's a facade.
It's a facade. Just like this video. Just like this video, let me explain. For instance, it takes so much to make a movie. There's planning, there's budgets, there's costumes that get involved, right? The scripts, rehearsing. That's the hard part. Then the filming comes in, and that's a very, very short part. They call it the fun part, right? Well, it is a fun part. And then after that, then there's post-production, then there's audio editing, there's Foley that gets added, and freaking just a bunch of stuff, right? It reminds me of our YouTube channel. Just voiceover?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we could do voiceover for the tickets too.
It's a lot.
We'll do the voiceover for the tickets too.
Alright, so I don't know what else. What else? Just other YouTube channels, right? There's a whole freaking thing that goes behind it that you guys don't see, which hopefully we can kind of tear more into with the members. Our outro, or our intro that we did, was actually the last thing that we filmed. But you wouldn't have known that if we didn't piece it together. We basically filmed the intro at the end and brought it forward. So, movie magic.
Yeah, so this was a different concept of a video for us because unfortunately on the actual backlot we were not able to film, but we took as many photos as we possibly could on the moving parts, and we will, you know, hopefully we explained all of that to our best ability for you all, but you have to see it for yourself. So if you did like this video, please give it a like and subscribe if you aren't already to keep us going, become part of our community, and we want to see you on the next video. So see you there.
End scene.